This is Justin and Ken here with the Beer Bastards. Today we're out at Inventors Brewpub with the owner, Cptn Adam.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Yeah, well.
Thanks. So what kind of got you into this place right here? How did you end up in this location out in our town?
I was actually looking at another location across town to put in a 7-barrel system, and things outside of my control happened, and I had to walk away from the building.
Oh.
And I almost walked away from brewing and port altogether. And then the city came up to me. I just call it like a blind date. They said, "Hey, we got this idea. We think that you might be a good fit at the American Legion Hall." And I'm like, "You mean the place that everybody drinks cheap beer?" Like, this might not be a good fit for me. They're going to want to drink their Bud Miller Coors, and I'm going to want to make, wee heavies and double IPAs, and I don't know if that's a good fit, but I'll check it out. And so we kind of like this blind date where we're kind of experiencing that. And before long, I saw that this building used to be a brewery. Back in 1847, it started as a lakeside brewery, and it became Old Port, or the Port Washington Brewery and Old Port Brewery. 100 years they brewed on this very site. And this building, the room that we're actually in, was the bottle washing house. So once I found this history out, and we got a view of the lake, you can see the lake right out from our front lawn. Between those two things, I'm like, I got to make this work. And so I kind of let the plans for the 7-barrel aside and just built a 1-barrel, just something that I could squeeze into the space.
Makes sense. So, in terms of taking this building and renovating it, how did you do all that? Was it like contractors, or was it like all your work? I know you showed us like some of the stuff on the doors and everything. Was this kind of like all of your handiwork and planning?
Yeah, me, my wife, my kids, my family. My dad came down and helped me hang the chandeliers and did a lot of painting. These are actually just plain painted doors, but then we made it look like faux wood. All the tables, these tables is just plain wood, but we burned it and then clear coated it, so it has kind of a nice, almost stained finish. But I think it's better than stained, because stain would make it look too uniform, and the burn kind of made it look less uniform. Yeah,
it gives it a nice gives everything a nice look and nice texture, kind of like a very much like the place has a handcrafted feel to it.
I wanted to
kind of personal.
When it's still the American Legion Hall. They are still my landlords, and I lease from them. And so they still have their meetings on Thursdays, and they still have their fundraisers and their spring fling and their picnic and that sort of stuff. But it used to have kind of a cafeteria type feel, and it just was not conducive to drinking craft beer. And so I wanted to have more of this German beer hall feel. So we have these barrel stave chandeliers. We got a big community table. We got these other handcrafted tables. Just everything's.
I really love the feel of this place. It's just really
warm colors.
Yeah, it's warm. It's inviting. It's very comfortable.
Yeah, thank you.
And I haven't heard of you guys until yesterday, and I have to say, having had 3 of your beers now, I'm really enjoying this kind of stuff. So, what are you doing for a sense to give your beer your own unique twist or flavor and stuff?
Well, I brewed professionally out in Denver for 6 years, and so some of these recipes are kind of based on my recipes there. Okay. But I had never brewed a wee heavy before. But we did make this with Cptn Brewpub. We made a collaboration called Reverend Reaper, which was a Scottish 80 shilling, I'm going to say it was. And it became a huge hit. People loved it here. Yeah. And I thought, well, you know what? Let me make an imperial version of the same recipe, essentially. And so that's what the Big Reaper is. It's a big version of the Reverend Reaper.
It's very heavy on toffee, but I like that. I, for one, am a fan of that kind of flavor.
It's got a sticky malt.
Yeah.
The high alcohol. This one's 10.1%, if I remember.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah. And what are you drinking?
I am drinking the peppermint porter. I'm enjoying it a lot.
This is a flavored up version of our SS Porter, one of our flagships. And every year I like to put out, even when I was in Colorado, every year I like to put this peppermint porter out. It uses real tea leaves that's infused into the beer, and you just get a very nice, natural, minty.
Yeah, very, very minty, very flavorful, goes on very smooth. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, what's that cooling that you get from like cough drops?
Yeah.
Soothing.
That
Menthol.
cool,
Yeah, it's got like,
mentholy
it's almost
kinda-
got like I think it's releasing menthols. That mint is so strong. So.
Yeah, you almost think it's going to be a little heavier going down or something, but no, it goes down like real smooth for a porter, and it's without like giving up that body to it, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
So how often do you rotate your beers here at?
Well, in a one barrel brew house, I have aspirations to still grow this or find a location that I can grow. But on a one barrel, I'm brewing a lot. So in the last 9 months, I've already produced 105 batches. So it's kind of brewing around the clock.
Are there any that you keep on constantly and then brew different ones, or they all constantly change?
There's a few that we've call our flagships. So the PW Golden Ale is a light cream ale. We've got the Edison IPA. We've got the SS Porter. We've got the Azaki Wheat, which is a German-style Hefeweizen. I've got the Flughosen, which is a German-style Berliner Weiss sour. And then we have some that are kind of, I try to keep them on as often as possible. They're almost flagships, like the Beach Rock ESB. I've made at least 3 or 4 batches of that. And the Reverend Reaper, several batches of that. And we're gonna have some seasonal stuff too, like all summer long. I had 2 beers that I made a lot, and we're just gonna wait till next summer. The Witbier von Braun is a Belgian Witbier, and then the Lemonardo da Vinci, lemon peel and lemongrass.
Clever name.
And it fits the Inventors theme, so we really like that one. So.
And you just kind of like stick with that theme for all of your beers, like
There's a couple, like we're in a port town, so SS Porter is named after, it sounds like a name of a ship.
Right.
And we got the Zaki Wheat, after the county that we're in, the PW Golden Ale, which we call P-Dub, because the locals will call PW P-Dub.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that are named after the town, but with those exceptions, we try to have all the names of the beers be inspired by inventions or inventors. So Edison IPA, Tesla's Coil, Reverend Reaper. There's the guy who invented the combine. He called it the Reaper, and he was a Reverend.
Okay.
So that's why we call it the Reverend Reaper.
That's fitting together.
It's a kind of a long story, but it works. And we got the Braille Brown. We got invented Braille, and we've got Stradivari Sour.
Ooh.
So Stradivarius violins.
Yeah.
And I can't remember all of them that we've had because we do rotate through. We did a collaboration with Brewfinity back when they were called Sweet Mullets. We called it Maxwell's Mullet.
Oh, okay.
Maxwell was an inventor and a mathematician. And then I just brewed my 100th batch, and I named it after Watt, who invented the steam engine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was kind of wondering where you got that one from.
Gutenberg invented the printing press, and he's from Germany, so I thought it was a good name for our Oktoberfest.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's really clever, finding all those inventor names and pairing them with your beers and keeping it with that theme. And like as you said, getting that German inventor and just making a German style beer.
Even the logo has got a lot of thought behind it. The sprocket signifies mechanical engineering, and the light bulb is electrical. And what holds the word inventors is like a bunch of plates. It's a kind of a crude version of a stator off an electromagnetic motor. And then the full color version that shows the barley and this part in green. The green signifies nuclear physics and chemistry.
Yes.
Because every time you see a mad scientist, they always have that flask.
The flask with some weird neon greens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see it on my laptop. That's the.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, the green on there.
And then people told me, well, what about the barley? I'm like, well, I guess it's life sciences. So we got all the engineerings and sciences all wrapped into one logo.
Yeah, that is well thought out. That is an excellent logo. I like
Yeah, I
that.
do like it.
It's so much better in color with the grain and everything. Let's get a close up of that.
Go ahead, hold it up there.
Yeah, that's the Inventors logo. There we go. Try to
There you go.
angle it so we can see that.
Very nice.
And figure out how to rotate things in front of a camera one of these days.
By the way, this is only like our second interview, so
Yeah, we're hashing out all the details. I have a stand this time. Yesterday we didn't. So everything's getting, hashed out and fleshed out step by step.
I like this location. You guys have an awesome location right across from the lake, right across from the
Yeah, we're trying to
park.
do this big room right here too. We try to do a lot of stuff for the community. I've got a whole game corner over here. I know a lot of breweries do, but we're a very family friendly place.
Yeah.
That's something I'm really starting to like about going to different breweries now is I'm starting to really find out there's a lot of different breweries there. They have board games and card games and all that other for people to really just have fun and enjoy, not just sit and drink and get drunk, but actually enjoy
Or just talk to each other. I mean, that can get boring after a little while, so to add some games to it is a real nice spice to everything.
Yep. We got a couch corner over there, and I got a ring toss game that people can play.
Yeah.
We got a free Tekken 3 video game.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's funny. I like it when people come to the bar and they give me like $2 and say, "Can I get some quarters?" And I'm like, "I'm guessing you want quarters for the video game, but it's free." No way! They're all excited.
Free Tekken 1, count me in.
But we also open up the space for a bunch of community events too. There's an organization called Port Washington Winter Market, and we'll host essentially an indoor farmers market on the first and third Saturdays all winter long.
Okay.
From 9 to 1, and people will come in here and they'll eat. Or they'll purchase, we got cupcakes and granola and elk meat and vegetables. There's a community farm that grows in a greenhouse, and so they grow all winter long. And scones and cakes and pies, and there's some women that make some mittens and kombucha and goat's milk soap and apple sauce, just a little bit of everything. And then we also sell breakfast, handheld breakfast burritos and Bloody Marys.
Ooh. Nice. That's probably a real killer there.
And yeah, it works pretty good because we'll open up at 9 and people want bloodies and stuff like that. And then we open the kitchen up at 11, and when people start eating too, we kind of specialize in poutine and burgers.
Yeah, I saw the poutines. The Wisconsin brat poutine looks really good. The cheese sauce, the chunks.
Kind of waiting to try your food after
Yeah,
this. So.
I'm gonna tackle a plate of poutine. I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm gonna do it.
So do you have Packer parties here, stuff like that, or?
Yeah, we got a big screen TV that we installed, and I think we're the biggest screen in town actually. There's no really sports bar in town, and I don't want to be the sports bar that hangs NASCAR hoods and Bud Light signs and Miller Lite signs. I don't want to be that type of sports bar, but this is a great place to watch the game just because we got so much space and you can really cheer them on.
Yeah,
we usually do drawing tickets. So everybody that orders our beer during the game, well, I think any beer. So even if you order Miller Lite, if anybody orders a beer, we'll give you a
what?
We'll give you a
Miller Lite on
ticket.
tap here?
No, it's in cans.
No.
Okay.
I got to keep it in. I keep cans in stock because the American Legion guys requested it.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do it otherwise, but they requested it, and yes, we do keep some of those around.
Like I said, there's not many breweries that actually keep Miller Lite, Bud Light, and all that.
It's less than 1% of my sales.
I'm frankly not surprised. I mean, I see you got a bunch of different cans and bottles for sale from other micros or crafts and stuff. And I mean, it's one of those things maybe if you can't make the trip out, maybe have a bottle of that. But I mean, you guys, the beers you have here, from what I've tasted so far, are excellent. It's why would you come here, and drink a Miller Lite? But I mean, sometimes that's what people.
There's a lot of
that's
friends.
what people know.
There'll be
and stuff.
a group of 5 people, and one person won't drink craft beer. And so that it works out well that always go someplace else that has. So I like that the whole group comes. Unfortunately that we can't get everybody to drink it, but But anyways, we got about 80 different guest beers in cans and bottles, and I started a punch card that has 20 different styles of beer on it. And so we just wanted everybody to try a Hefeweizen, try an IPA,
Okay.
try a sour, try a
That's a
barrel
great
aged
idea.
beer,
That's a
try a smoked beer, try a English bitter, try a Belgian beer. So I got all these, like, I kind of just randomly took every style of beer and drew 19 lines in the sand, which creates 20 different
Right.
categories of beer. And then if you buy a beer, we'll punch your card. It doesn't cost you anything except for the beers you're drinking anyways. And once your card's completely filled, I want a laser engraver at home, and I laser engrave your name, and we hang it up in the bar. And we've already gone almost all around the entire room now.
Oh, wow.
With plaques. And that's the step one if you want to join the Mug Club.
Oh, there's steps to join the Mug Club. in this.
So tasting all those beers and filling out the punch card is step one. What are the other 99 steps?
No, the other step is just you join the Mug Club. So you pay the $50 and we give you about $60 worth of merchandise.
Oh, wow.
Plus you get 25% more beer for free with every pint.
You can't go wrong
You
with
get
free beer.
15% off merchandise. There's a big Mug Club party. There's all sorts of stuff that you get included with your membership. But I give you $60 worth of merchandise right off the gate to join the Mug Club that costs you $50.
Yeah, $50. Hear that? That's worth it. He's giving you $60 worth of stuff for $50 bucks.
But it's great though. People come in here like, I want to join the Mug Club. Like, no, you got to go through the education first.
Right.
You can't go to Harvard and say, hey, I want to be a doctor.
Right.
I like that.
And that-
That's
You have
awesome.
to do the work. You gotta get the education. You gotta go through the steps, and then now you are educated, and then you can join our
Right.
Mug Club.
And still
you got
that-
a very educated Mug Club.
There you go, and that fits right in with your name again. Inventors. In order to be an inventor, you have to think. You have to go through a process and be smart and know things. And in order to taste those beers, after you taste those beers, you learn.
Yep. And my favorite stories with this punch card is there's some people like a sour beer. I'm not gonna like the sour beer. I've never had one, but I'm not gonna like it. You've never had one? Okay, we'll give you a sour ale. I loved it. I got 2 or 3 people that thought they were gonna hate sours, and now that they've completed the punch card, they deliberately choose to drink the sours because of the punch card.
I hadn't really found a sour or anything I liked until I had your saison with the the banana front and everything with the being a Belgian style beer, having a
There's
I think it was
it's
like a
not that
banana
it's
front
not that
and
sour,
then
but
having
it's very dry. It's got green tea.
Yeah.
This version has green tea in it, and that helps
that one.
accentuate the dryness and the tannins and stuff.
That one is very, very good. I gotta agree.
Yeah, because it's not
I
like
was very impressed after I tasted that last night.
yeah, because it didn't feel like I just drank took a sip of like liquefied Sour Patch Kids. It had like a slight sourness on there that it worked well with the beer. It was actually really pleasant.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So for like all the other events and stuff, I know you said earlier you talked about the Inventors Club or whatever, teaching kids about
Yeah, I
steam
started
engines and
I
stuff.
started a workshop I call Inventor Skills with a Z, and it's just education for kids, STEAM education. My wife and I are both engineers, so I'm very passionate about this sort of stuff. And STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And so it's a huge range of anything, but I want to teach kids how to solder, program, build robots, 3D print, etc. Just have fun.
I'd love to learn how to 3D print. 3D printing that's interesting.
But essentially, my only 2 rules for doing this is it has to be hands-on. I don't want to just lecture to the kids. I want them to touch, feel, and play and build. And I also want it to be fun. I mean, if it hits those 2 categories, it's hands-on and it's fun, chances are it's going to fall into the category of STEAM.
Yeah.
And getting kids at a young age excited about that. They say that right now there's way more jobs that are needed in engineering and not enough. They're seeing all the kids that are going into the field.
Yeah.
And there's a bigger need and there's a lot less people going into there. So try to get them at an early age. So we're doing that once a month. That's second Saturdays from 9 to 11.
9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And we do a lot of things other breweries do. We got beer tastings. We did a sausage and beer tasting last month.
Ooh, nice.
and we do trivia nights on Wednesdays. And we're going to do indoor cornhole. Hopefully we did it last year. Hopefully
I did see the cornhole boards back in the on the tour.
We got, I'm going to do yoga and beer. We got cardio, strength training classes coming up starting in January.
Nice.
So this is a really nice community space.
Something different.
People will come in and use it for, there's a wellness fair in here. They're giving away massages and talking about, healthier oils and chiropractic and that sort of stuff. And we've had plant nights in here. And people use it for, they're private parties, of course, birthdays, weddings, baby showers.
It's a nice hall to do it in. I mean, it's big.
You got a couple big tables there, lots of rooms, lots of seating.
You can host for a wedding. I mean, pretty much anything.
And then afterwards, you can.
A brewery attached right to it. Shit.
Because they had this huge community table and the big screen. Last year we had the fantasy football, their drafting party here.
Oh boy!
And they had this entire thing full up, and they were like, "Don't bug us, don't talk to us." And they they were like hardcore, 4 hours, and they were fast. And they did a 4 hours drafting party, and they said, "Okay, we're gonna take a break. Everybody go to the bathroom, go get a beer, come back here," and it was like back to work. And I stopped by to ask if you guys need anything. Stay away. We're concentrating. It was hardcore.
Man, you can't even get them for like 5 seconds to raise a glass and say, "Give me another."
No, it was pretty fun.
That is intense. That is intense.
This wall over here is a bunch of artwork. I let people hang on the walls if you want to show them that.
Throws all the artwork around there.
You should actually just take look around.
I think I'll just take a big panoramic picture of that, but that's kind of like, to put in the video, this will be kind of like the whole kind of look of this area here.
Look up at these chandeliers that were beer barrels at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, about the artwork, I'm not taking any commissions on them right now. I just want anything that's inspired by inventions and inventors. So there's a picture of Tesla sitting underneath his Tesla coil. My fraternity brother hand drew some trains. And if you don't know about locomotion, that was an invention that brought us transportation and into the Industrial Revolution and stuff. And there's a couple other ones. There's a Leonardo da Vinci inspired fish, and the invention of the hot air balloon. But yeah, we're always looking for more art. And so if you have friends that are artists that want to hang something, they can sell it. I'll hook them up and they can make the deal on their own.
Yeah, I got a friend who's an art teacher, and I've seen some of his drawings, paintings, and sculptures and stuff, and they're really good, really well done.
If they're inspired, I'd be proud to hang them on the wall.
Yeah, I'll see what he's got and reach out to him and see if he wants to throw something up here.
Yeah, very good.
So, all right.
I have my brother's wife is an artist too. She does all oil paintings and stuff like that, but she's all done hands and like people. So, maybe I'll reach out there and see if she wants to do something like that. Which is good. So,
yeah. And then it's Friday. It's Friday right now, so we're getting ready to ramp it up for the Friday fish fry. We only did it for like a month, and people started claiming that we had the best one in town.
That's always a good thing to have.
When does it start? Because I might have to have that.
We started at 11 today, so yeah, that's.
It's an all day long. It's not like a 3 or 4 p.m.
Nope, it starts early.
Wow.
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
Traditional 3-piece plates. We also have fish sandwich or fish tacos.
Oh, nice. What kind of fish do you use? I'm assuming it's whitefish, but what kind?
It is North Atlantic cod. And I've got friends or people that I only eat perch. I'm not going to touch it. Like, they've actually walked out the door. Like, you don't have perch, we're leaving. They're so one-dimensional. Like, I only drink Miller Lite.
Come on, expand it.
But anyways, a couple of these people, I got them to try it. They're like, I only eat perch. Perch is the best. I only eat perch. Cod sucks. Cod sucks. They had ours like, wait a minute. This cod is better than perch. This is like the best fish I've ever had. Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming up. So,
Sounds delicious.
Yum.
So,
All right, well, I know I'm ready to crack into some poutine. I don't know about you,
I
but
want some fish fry.
yeah, I think we're getting a little hungry, so I think we'll call it an end for today.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
thanks a lot. Thanks for having us
Yes,
over.
thank
Enjoyed this
you.
a lot.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the tour and everything. Great space, great beers.
Yeah.
And I'm really
Great
liking
place,
what
great
everything's
place to
going
come
on here.
to and
Yeah.
relax here in
Enjoy yourself.
Port Washington. Captain Adam, great owner of the brewery. I think that's it.
Yeah, stay thirsty, bastards. Prost.